After a nearly 9-month absence, Breeze is finally back in the Valorant competitive map pool. But now that we've all had a few weeks to try it out, I'm now asking myself, did Riot somehow make it worse? Before we get into the Breeze changes, I'd like to thank our friends over at Shopify for sponsoring today's video. You all know about Shopify Rebellion. They're committed to esports across all different titles, whether that be Valorant, League of Legends, Dota, Rocket League, and more. And with their state-of-the-art facilities, they truly arm the rebels. And just as Shopify powers the rebellion, Shopify powers businesses too. If you're an online business, then Shopify is the easiest way to sell your products. In fact, it's actually how we sell our merch here at theScore Esports, including the cult favorite Touch Grass hoodie. Shopify is an all-in-one commerce platform that simplifies everything you need in order to start, grow, and manage your dream business. And that's why millions of entrepreneurs across 175 countries rely on it every day. Use their starter plan to set up a Shopify business in minutes and share your amazing products on social media. If you're a business owner looking to level up your game, then get a free Shopify trial at shopify.com/theScoreEsports using the link below. Now back to the video. Alright, so a few weeks back, Valorant removed Fracture and Pearl and replaced them with Sunset and Breeze. Sunset is the game's newest map, and so far feels pretty good to me, but we'll just have to wait and see how the meta develops there. But with Breeze, Riot did make some changes to the map, just as we all expected. They closed off one side of mid and added jump up boxes, extended the walls on the perimeter of B site and added more jump up boxes, then they blocked off halls so you can't walk through it but can still see past, similar to that spot near B site on Icebox. And the last big change Riot made was closing off Cave to help defenders retake A site a bit easier. They said that the goal of these changes aims to add more trade-offs to A and B site slams that utilize post-plant utility to secure the round while adding more incentive for attackers to control mid to exert pressure throughout the map. But when players saw the new Breeze, there were definitely mixed reactions.
Your stay in paradise has been upgraded. At the start of Episode 7, Act 2, Breeze will return to the map rotation with a few changes. Fracture and Pearl will rotate out. Preview the changes below. Oh! Wait, what the fuck is this?
So, that's what it used to look like, and this is what it looks like now. Whoa! This is so much better. I like this. Wow. This is good. I like this.
But now that I've had some time with the map and we all played it last week for Premiere, I'm really not a fan of a lot of the changes. Players used to call Breeze an aim map for its long sightlines, and I feel like it's kind of lost that identity. Not having to worry about halls is nice on defense, and retaking A does feel better now that your opponents can't just hide at the back of Cave and run the clock down, but halls does feel kind of pointless now.
Like a very essential part of Breeze and the Breeze feeling and game plan was halls, and they just halls is useless. Nobody even uses it. Nobody goes there. Nobody peeks it. It's why did they even cover it up? It was they put little holes that you could peek through too. For what?
Having no halls is kind of weird, because before it allowed for a lot of strategy, so you can do a hall split. You can flank bridge, and you can also flank as a defender from halls. So it's it caused so much pressure, and now there's just no halls, and I don't even know why it's still there, to be honest.
The halls change is definitely a weird one, but I don't think it's nearly as bad as some of the other parts of the map. Riot said that they wanted to incentivize attackers to take mid control, but I feel extremely vulnerable when I jump up on those boxes, even when I use flashes or other utility before peeking nest and elbow. Instead, I find myself favoring the other side of mid, which sometimes forces you into an A split where defenders now have that easier retake. But in my opinion, worst of all is B site. Unless my opponents decide to over peek and throw the round like this, retaking B site just feels awful now.
B site and halls. Yeah, that might be one of the worst maps, one of the worst sites I've ever played in a tactical FPS. It's bad. I don't like it at all.
Again, I just feel like these changes are useless, and they kind of just did them to do them. And I know before, if I remember correctly, Breeze was one of the few maps in pro play that was almost 50-50 attack and defense sided. And now I don't even know what it's gonna be, but if something's 50-50, what's the point of changing it?
But to be fair, although the map may have been balanced for pro play, I do feel like it was pretty stale before Riot removed it from the map pool. You'd Viper wall onto A, plant the bomb, and then play the post plant from cave every fucking round. And although these changes help with that one specific scenario, Riot has unfortunately created other problems. And not to mention that Harbor wasn't even out last time Breeze was in the pool. So I wouldn't be surprised if this map that was previously dominated by Viper utility now just becomes a Harbor Viper wall simulator. And I really hope that it doesn't, because that's the reason why a lot of us hated watching Pearl earlier this year. It sucks they fixed Pearl only to replace it with another map that could suffer from the same issue. And I know that it's only been out for a few weeks, so maybe I'm overreacting and maybe I just need to give it time for the meta to just cook a bit more. As of right now, I'm really not a fan of this rework, but what do you guys think of the new Breeze changes? I'm going to Oktoberfest.
Oh,
Way to dox me.
oh my god.
Check this out.
Did you go out and buy that or order it? Did it come to you?
Oh, I've been to Oktoberfest like many years, and I've had this hat for probably the past 5 or 6 years.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. So, we drink beer and eat German food and have a good time.